Hey everybody, my name is Amy. Welcome back to my channel. This is a channel about mostly cross stitch for like the past probably 2 years. I like to diamond paint and sew and stuff as well. So occasionally that does pop up on here. I have no idea what Flosstube number this is, and I hadn't realized that it's been, what, at least 2 weeks since my last Flosstube. I was looking the other day and noticed that it had said 11 days or 12 days or something like that. I was like, dang, that's a long time. So I figured I'd update you. I don't know what happened, but you guys fell. I don't have a ton of progress to share just because I've been working on the same 2 projects the entire time. The first like week and a half or so after my last video, I worked still on the Halloween at Hawkhorn Hollow. Then I decided to put that away and work on the Pixel, which I'll show you right now. And I also, you know what, as I'm getting kind of tired of working on this one, I thought I'm going to take this off the Q-snap, and that's going to be the best time to film a Flosstube. Anyway, so here we go. I don't think I have a before picture of this one. I didn't take a picture of where it was when I started. I did move the Q-snap from when I had took it out because I finished the small section that I was on, and then I needed to move it already, and I should have taken a picture then, and I didn't. And I have no idea when I last worked on this. I'm pretty sure it's in my last Flosstube, like not the last, maybe the 1 or 2 before that, because I know I was working on it then. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to get the whole thing in here, but it is the 2021 Pixel. It's gonna look like this when it's done. So this is like an homage to like the old school classic gaming. So you've got like some Mario, some Metroid, Final Fantasy, Duck Hunt, stuff like that in here. I just like it. I don't know why I circled that. I think that's the part. No. Why did I circle that? I think that's the part I'm doing right now, actually. No, it's not. I did that already. I don't know. Something. I'm actually doing... I have no idea what I'm doing. This is odd. I just did that. Oh, I'm in a whole different section of the... That's why, because I came back up to the top. I'm like, what? Because I was working down here before I moved the Q-snap. And then I was going to keep coming down, then decided to move over here for some reason. So that's what it's going to look like. Sorry, that took longer than it should have for me to realize that. Whoops. Last time I didn't tell you what I was stitching on at all. So this one is stitched on a witch hilt, and I'm doing it on 32 count Silver Moon Lugana. I ended up buying a whole yard of this because I wanted to do what is it, my chatelaine on it. And so my chatelaine ended up only being I think it was like a 20 by 20 piece. And so if I'm not mistaken, this is the other piece, the other half of that, but I think there's still another small sliver somewhere. Yeah, it ended up being like a lot. A yard can get you a lot. So this is the top right here. So this part's done. I stopped here for whatever reason. Oh, this is where I was at right now. Whatever's not done is because that's where the page ends. This page isn't done. There's only a couple more cubes on this. I had intended on finishing this. The day got late. I had a bunch of stuff to do. Came home and I still wanted to stitch, but I'm like done with this one. I want to stitch something else now. So I didn't want to stitch anymore on that, even though like I could have almost been done with that page and gotten rid of it. There it is. That's the whole thing from top to bottom. So I've reached, it's reached a word. I've gotten to 2 corners. I've obtained 2 corners. I don't know what's the right way to say that, because reach doesn't sound right to me. So that's what it looks like now. I'm loving the color of it. The blue, I wish I would have done something more like a royal blue color. Instead I chose this. I think it's $9.95, but I think that's what's called for. Honestly, I'm not sure. Some of these are not called for. I just kind of went based off of what I thought the color looked closest to. And so in between, like here it's gonna say, I think like high score, there's a room here, and a room here, room here. Kind of like the way the Witchy Stitcher does her stuff. So, and honestly, I have not gotten tired of stitching these blocks for some reason. You would think that I would be, because I had intentions of just doing like a block and then filling it in, like a block, filling, well, I mean, not a block, but you know what I mean. Filling it in, you know, like that. And then, but I'm not tired of it. And I've gotten almost, I'd say a third of the way, at least, based off of the photo. I don't know, what do you think? Am I a third of the way? Because I've got this entire side all the way down, and this part started. I think a third is a good, maybe a little more, because I'm pretty close to half. So yeah, that's what that looks like. It's so fun. This is by, I don't think I told you. It was a free sale. I don't know if it still is, but you could go get it. I mean, you can go check. It's from Pixel Prime Cross Stitch, and they have a website called pixelprimecrossstitch.blogspot.com. This was 2021, and I think this was their first one, if I'm not mistaken. And then I think they had intentions of doing like a new one every year. So that's 2021. I don't know what 2022 was. And then I honestly haven't checked to see if they've started a new one for this year, which I think I will when I'm done filming this. I think I'll go check because I'm curious to know if they have started one for this year or not. The next thing that I spent some time working on is, try not to lose my magnets because for some reason I can't find anything in this house. Like all my magnets are gone. The Halloween at Hawthorne Hollow, and oh no, oh, thought I lost it. This is what it looks like. You guys saw this in my last video. Started here, taking it out of the Q-snap so you can actually see. Last time I only showed you the block I was working on, just because I didn't want to take it out of my Q-snap because it was currently on my Lowry, and the Lowry is hard to get for me. It's hard to get it's sitting at the right angle because I use a Q-snap, and I've noticed if I use a piece of fabric around the edge of the Q-snap, it slips out like this from the pressure, and so it's a fine line to get it how I want it to be. So I'm more than halfway done with these girls, got bored and moved to here, and I'm almost done with this block. I had every intention of not taking this off my Lowry until this was completely done, and then went out of town, and then when I came back into town I was like, you know, I think I'm gonna stitch something else. So this one has my Sam and Dean Winchester needle minder on it, which I think I'm going to take off because it's one of my favorite needle minders, and this is quite big. I didn't think I was going to have room to do the top, but I counted and I do. Might have to sew on some fabric to make it like fit in the Q-snap properly, but yeah. So I thought it was further on this girl here, so I'm more than half still, so it's still right because I got this entire half done. It stops right here at the page that I was on, completely stops right there. That's why that bat is only like half done. Those his eyes, yeah. And then I have this top part to do, which shouldn't be hard because these have a good deal of color blocking. I've noticed, even though it's like a lot of stitching, it's really dense. It's got a lot of color blocking, so it's not super confetti or anything like that. These pumpkins are fun to stitch. I don't know what this thread's for. Oh, it's for her dress, like the apron part of her dress. I don't think I subbed any colors, or all called for. This is by, I can't tell you, Halloween at Hawthorne Hollow by, I don't think I printed the cover page. I think it's Carriage House Samplings. Let's see. Yeah, Carriage House Samplings. Valley House Primitives, Mesa, Arizona. Interesting. I'm gonna check that out because Mesa's like 2 hours away. We have a cross stitch store here. It's called The West, but it's not all cross stitch. It's I'll see if I can insert the video here because I think I still have it. When I first started playing with the idea of moving to Tucson, I Googled like cross stitch stores near me and saw that it was there, and I took this quick clip of all of the fancy floss that they have. I don't recall if they had DMC. I think they had the spinning tower, I'm not sure. And then they have some stuff. They have a good selection of fabrics. They have a clearance section, and they've got, you know, quite a few patterns. But I would say the cross stitch part of it is only half the shop, maybe like a little less than half, and then the rest is gifts and knickknacks. It's like a gift shop as well. So it's not completely cross stitch. So anyway, here it is. The train. I messed up somewhere. Oh, right here, this line. It's like, I don't know what I was thinking, but it's okay. It's rocks. Like, it doesn't look bad. It's not supposed to be perfect, I don't think. And I think this is done. The rocks on that side, if I'm not mistaken, right here is done. And I don't know if that snake comes up anymore, or if the snake is done. I'm not sure. I'd have to look at the pattern. I think the snake's done. I don't see a head though, which is really weird. Maybe it doesn't have a head. Don't recall. And then the ghosts up here. Actually, I should show you here. Oh, he does have a head. Did I not? I haven't done the snake head yet. And there's like some plants over there, and the ghost, an owl, and a moon. There's some like little plant thingies here. There's an owl up here, the moon, and then I started the bottom of the ghosts because they're all connected. Yeah, they're all connected, so they each go 1, 2, 3. And yeah, I'm talking a lot for just these two things. So this is stitched on. If you know me, you know that it's a Be Stitch Me because I'm obsessed with Be Stitch Me's fabric. I'd probably say like 90% of my hand-dyed fabric is from Brandy at Be Stitch Me. 32 count Lugana in the color Shadow, and I purchased half a yard for this. I don't know if I requested. I'm pretty sure I went to the website and specifically ordered this color for this project because I liked it. This would be a good fabric too for one of what's her name? One of Witchy Stitcher's patterns as well. This would be a nice what you guys call shade for that. I hand dyed one of mine that I'm using for her Universal Monsters stitch along, and I was on Etsy the other day and I noticed that she had a what was it called? Stephen King one. So that's sitting in my shopping cart. Not that I need any more house ones because I did the shopping mall. I've got the Universal Monsters. I've got the Addams Family one. And then if I bought the Stephen King one, I would have 4. Except the Witchy Stitchers all look kind of similar, so it would look cool to have them all on the wall together. And then there was an Addams Family one done by Just Designs or Justin. I'm pretty sure the dude's name is Justin, and the shop that he's opened to do the Addams Family stitch along was like Just Designs or something to that effect. But I'm pretty sure if you Google like Addams Family stitch along, it looks really cool. So there's that. I was watching somebody today. Who was I watching? Oh, is it the Stitchy Witch, I think, and then Gemma Stitches. And they do tons and tons and tons of full coverage. So I'm like, you know what? It's time to get the full coverages back out. So I'm kind of thinking of doing my Jack the Skellington Mandy Manzano piece. That's what I have here. I have my Quarantine Cats right here. That's where I'm at on. No. This is not. Is this Quarantine Cats? No, this might not be Quarantine Cats. No, this is the Grand Library. That's what this is. So I have that. That's what the Grand Library looks like by Amy Stewart. But I don't know if I have all the colors for this. See, I don't have all the colors, and that's part of my problem. Like, I need to get the rest of the colors. So what I did was I like went on there and looked at like the first page, and got all of the colors that were in that page, or at least to the best of my ability. And then of course whatever I had in my stash, but that doesn't always work out. So I have that, and those are the only two that I have, like right here. I've got a bunch of stamped kits right here that I haven't even touched. I don't even know why this is here. The floss isn't even here for this. I'm gonna have to look for it. And then my stamped pieces that are also here. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. You know, I'd really love to do Grand Library again, or just start working on it again. I even charged my tablet because I made a couple of these. My only thing with this is just like how small this is, and then I've been trying to make sure that I have even tension, because if you don't have even tension on here, it gets lumpy, and I don't know how to prevent that. Like, I can already see some spaces that are lumpy, so I'm trying to make sure that it's not. So I don't know. This is 28 count Easy Guide Lugana. I usually get the Brittany one because it's the cheapest one, and then this is 18 count white Ada. I really like full coverage on 18 count white Ada, so I've switched a couple of my full coverage projects to 18 count white Ada. Most of my mini Hades. I know I restarted Mini Heaven's Window from Heaven and Earth on 18 count Ada, this one, and then I know there's one or two more. So anyway, that's my Flosstube. Nice and short. I want to try to keep them short for you guys. I feel like the shorter videos might do better. And also, for some reason, I haven't been able to edit my monetization on my phone. Like, YouTube's been doing this like weird thing, and so they put like freaking an ad every like 3 or 4 minutes. So if you're watching this video and there's an ad every freaking 2, 3, 4 minutes, that is because it's YouTube. That's not me. It's because like I haven't been able to get on my computer to fix that, because you can go in and manually remove the ads, but they automatically do it for you in the app. You cannot do it in the app. You have to go to the YouTube Studio website for some reason. If there's a way to do it in the app, I haven't figured it out yet. And I do everything from my phone, and so I can do it like in the Google Chrome browser, but for some reason, like I said the last time I uploaded the video, I couldn't change the ads. It made me do this weird like verification thing, and then it said it couldn't verify me, and that like I had to wait I don't know how many days before I can have access to editing my ad content. It was like the dumbest thing ever. I don't freaking know. But anyway, that's all I have. I want to do an updated full coverage project binder. I found at school, well, at my work, I have like 8 empty binders, and a few of them are bigger than this, and so I think I'm going to bring one home and swap it out. I'm not using them. I was literally cleaning my classroom yesterday, and I found them all there, like all empty. I don't even know why I have them. So I'm bringing one home and switch these out because this is like bursting at the seams. I've got a few that aren't even like in the thing. But anyway, that's it. I'm gonna edit this. Hopefully I don't have too much editing. Finish dinner, and I'll see you guys in the next one.